Alright, hello and welcome back to another video. So today we are doing a challenge. First challenge on my channel. Very exciting. It's called Draw This in Your Style Challenge. You can find it with the hashtag on Instagram or Pinterest. I personally looked on Instagram because that's just the platform that I use the most. I looked on Pinterest, but there weren't it wasn't quite exactly what I'm looking for. There were a lot of good practice options, but not what I'm looking for. But so here I'm just trying to nail down the style of this dragon that I'm going to draw, and I'm going to leave both the artist descriptions down below. Make sure you go and check their Instagrams out. They posted the Draw This in This Style challenges, and here is the artist original drawing, just so you can get an idea. Alright, so yeah, once I figured the dragon out on a different page, I came over here, and her dragon in the picture was kind of sleeping on this bed of blueberries, and I thought it would be cool to make my dragon look like he was about to dive into them or through them, or is flying through them in the air, so that's what I tried to achieve with that. He definitely looks like maybe he's about to dive into them at the end of this video, but I'm just getting a pencil sketch down because that's what I like to do, and I almost wish I used a cool erase pencil. I forgot that I have them because I just got one and used it for the first time not that long ago. But yeah, now I'm just adding in some blueberries, and they were actually really fun and just carefree to draw, as well as the leaves. I like drawing nature and plants and animals and everything, so this drawing was really fun for me. And she had a really cute design, and I wanted to keep her color scheme, as you see going forward, very blue and green. I was really tempted to put a warm color in the background here to provide some contrast between warm and cool tones. However, I really wanted to stick with her green and blue color scheme. It made it feel really fun and relaxing, and I wanted to keep that same mood that she had going on. So I really tried to emulate that, and I'm just using Ohuhu markers here. They are alcohol-based markers, and they are really nice. I would really recommend that you try them out. They're a cheaper alternative to Copic markers, and if you watch a lot of art videos here on the YouTube community, I'm sure that you've seen people using them. So yeah, those are really great. I would highly recommend them. I just have the regular brush marker set. I think I have like the 40, either the 40s or 60 marker set. But yeah, and again, as we come closer to the eye of the viewer, so on this right side over here especially, I tried to make the colors darker. As you can see, it's way darker than the blueberry right under the dragon's belly. That's way lighter because I wanted to trick the eye into perceiving some distance by using darker colors in the foreground and lighter colors in the background, as well as adding much more detail to the blueberries that were up front than in the background, kind of just a more general light to dark gradient shading. So I'm starting to add in details for this drawing, and then here we're moving on to the dragon. So blending with these markers to me feels very similar to blending with acrylic paint. you have to work while the marker's still kind of wet. So a lot of times for the blueberries and for this dragon, you will see me alternating colors very quickly. I will take both the caps off of 2 markers and hold them both in my hands and just alternate between them to try to get a nice blend effect. Alright, so we are about done with the dragon here. Adding in some shading here and finishing up the leaves at the bottom. And then I'm going to come back in later and add some detail with a fine liner to pull the whole thing together. So moving on to the next artist, as you can see, I did a little pre-planning over on the left side of how I was going to execute this character in some swatches. And I actually wanted to do this for the skin tone, and then I actually switched the colors that I wanted to do for the hair and the horns, and that's kind of sad, but I made it work. So I originally wanted the hair to be the light pinks and purples that I do on the horns, and the horns to be this brown that I'm doing right now on the hair to provide some contrast between the skin tone and the hair color, because even though I am going to align this afterwards, the colors are still a little bit too similar to really provide that contrast that I wanted. However, I made it work, and I ended up changing the hair to be darker later on, so you're gonna see the hair just change to a dark blue color in the final cut, but that's why I was still really unsatisfied with the contrast between the hair and the skin tone, and I wanted to make it pop more. But so as for the design, I kept it very, very similar to the original artist. I just added some flowers and kind of drew it in my own style, and her painting was digital, and I'm obviously doing this in alcohol marker, so yeah, but I chose to make it a circular background, and I chose to make the little character on top of her right horn to keep the composition kind of similar to the drawing on the left as well. Both kind of flow from the bottom left up to the top right, and I wanted to have that on both pages. And for her jewelry here, I used just a gold acrylic paint that I found at the art store. It's really neat. I really enjoy using it, and as you can tell from my videos, I really enjoy adding metallic into my artwork. I do a lot of mixed media, and it's really fun to experiment with different ways to use metallic and just spice the drawings up, but without overtaking them. So now we're moving on to fine liner, and I'm gonna tie everything together. So here we go. Boom, we're done. So fine liner is complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I think that the liner just tied everything together. Make sure to check out these artists, and if you want to also participate in this challenge, I posted the hashtags are right underneath the drawings, as well as I will link them in the description. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, and thank you for taking time out of it to watch my video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know which one you like best in the comments. Thank you.